The following programming is a documentary on the haunts of Coles County. We are not trying to prove the paranormal do exist, but trying to give you general information about the haunted places in your hometown. Viewer discretion is advised. Do you ever just stop and think that there could have been a horrific crime right down the street from your house, or an historic site that could have been something that you never have thought about before, or a place that you never knew that could house such evil or possess such a great story? The first location we're going to be traveling to is the Airtight Bridge. It was constructed in 1914 and joined the National Registry of Historic Places in 1981. The year prior, in October, a body was found, missing its head, feet, and hands. The body was unidentifiable. A man confessed to the murders, but confessed to over 100, so the case was put on pause. Diana Small had been missing around the same time as the body was found, and the prime suspect was her husband, Thomas Small. In 2016, he was questioned again and then confessed in 2017. He said that he cut up the body parts to make it so that she was unidentifiable, and to this day, a ghostly figure can be seen standing at the bridge, and a stillness can still be felt. It is a very historic and beautiful site, but you still need to respect the crimes committed there. The next location we are going to be traveling to is the Witch's Grave in St. Omer Cemetery. The village surrounding the cemetery was short-lived and vanished in the 1880s, and all that remains is the cemetery. The story that goes along with this historic place is that a young woman named Caroline Barnes was accused of being a witch, and she was buried under a tombstone in the shape of a sphere. Some say she died of pneumonia, but most believe that she was buried alive after they tried to hang her for her crimes of witchcraft. The date on her tombstone says February 31st, 1882, which is not a real date, and it is believed that the inscription was on purpose, and on her death it said that she would return to seek her revenge. So they put this date on there to make it so she could never return. And when you leave this historic site, the locals have this kind of theme that you're supposed to leave a coin as payment. The next location we are going to be traveling to is Ashmore Estates, just a few miles outside of Charleston. And it's 180 miles from Chicago. A population of 800 in Ashmore, Illinois. It's about 150 years old, and the house was a place for outsiders of the community to come to work. And in 1959, it became a psych hospital. On the third floor is where the severe patients were kept, and over 100 people have died here. There was a fire in 1882 that took a small child. Some say there are demonic forces here, and the Ghost Adventures did a paranormal investigation here in September of 2011, over 10 years ago. They spent the entire night investigating the different paranormal sightings at this historic place. And for the last couple of years, it's been a haunted attraction for many in the community. You could spend the night here and catch a glimpse of a ghost, or have an experience that you can tell others. But overall, this place is historic and comes with great respect for the crimes committed here. Thank you for watching, and I hope now that you know more about these different places, that the paranormal is not the only thing interesting about each location. And I hope you now know that you live in a more interesting place than you realize.